Hello, Miles on the Road subscribers and followers. All right. I know that I was having some issues, so I thought I'd just start over. It's never a good thing to do. It really upsets a lot of people, and I usually don't get a good turnout, but that's just the way it's going to be. So anyway, I'm got kicked off, and I had to start over. The video got deleted. So, hello, Stephen. Yep, round two. So I do apologize about that. For those who are going to watch this after the live feed, we are at Enid Lake, very first place that we started, and last year. So we're really enjoying it. The weather is wonderful. So anyway, I apologize. I think everybody's starting to come back. Bill's back. Linda, we found each other. Happy dance. Back to our dinner. Dinner and a movie. I used to remember that. What channel was that? That was on cable. So anyway, I hope everybody comes back. I do apologize. Maybe the notifications will get sent out a little bit better this time. It looked like everybody was really starting to pop in here, so I was pretty excited about that. We had 50 people. How you liking the truck over the pop-up? Oh, I'm telling you, the truck, the living in this camper is so much better for us. Emotionally, we feel safer, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I used to wake up in the morning in the pop-up, and I'd look up at the canvas, and I think, man, are we crazy? What are we doing? I mean, it was just a brief feeling. But I wake up in this thing now, and it's totally comfortable. It's just, I have no worries about this thing. So, much happier in this. Is there less room? Oh yeah, there's less room, but more storage, which makes it roomier. The other thing is I don't know if you can see the pots and pans, but we're able to hang things up now, which is real convenient. I think I accidentally got Carolyn's leg in the video. So, I mean, we've been hanging all kinds of things up. I got a fire extinguisher hung up now. We couldn't hang a fire extinguisher before. We have a smoke alarm. So, yes, you're back. Something you don't like to talk much about, what was that? I missed it.
I don't know, I can't even find it on.
There we go. So I missed that one question, and I saw Mom. I didn't see her question. Gonna get a screen for the door? We might. We've talked about it. What kind of bed did you get? We got a memory foam. I use Luan for the underneath. I think we're gonna get a stronger piece of plywood because this thing is really starting to bend in between the rafters, I guess is the best way to put it, the studs. I think it is more solid built than you might. Yeah, it is very. I feel like it's very solid built. Well, thank you, Stephen. I really do appreciate that. Thanks so very much. Can everybody give a shout out to Stephen for his live chat? We do appreciate that. Yeah, I think it's a lot better built. Well, we know that it definitely can handle about a 60-mile-an-hour wind because we've been driving in a 60-mile-an-hour wind. Wow, Stephen, thank you very much. Wow, that is very generous of you. Again, can everybody give a shout out to Stephen? And we all appreciate. So anyway, but we know that we can do a 60-mile-an-hour wind, probably a little bit more. Well, I do appreciate it very much. I don't care how you work that out. So we're getting our people back, 34 people in 4 minutes. This is, I think we had 50 last time. Well, I hate it when the internet screws up when we lose so many people. When VMAC was here, I mean, everybody was getting the notifications. So anyway, update on the channel. I know I've already said this, but I'm going to say it again. It seems like we've had a little bit of a rebound this week. What has happened was, I think we got a lot of subscribers when the camper burned down. A lot. I think there was almost 200 subscribers in that 2-week period. Rob, have you spent time in your camper now? There is anything you would have done different on your build? Hello, VMAC. Not yet. No, I think that we really thought this out. Pegboard would be a great idea, Larry. That is a very good idea. We have talked about putting sheets up, bed sheets. I like comment about how the truck was doing with the camper, how the truck was doing. Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, the truck is doing great. We got up to about 65 miles an hour. I just wanted to see how it would do, and it did really well. Of course, you could really feel the resistance, the wind resistance. But when a truck would pass, it would feel like the whole truck would bounce, like the front end was bouncing. I'm sure it was grabbing air and trying to lift it up. So we just brought it back down to 55. And I didn't really want to drive at 65 anyways. I wanted to drive at 55. How high did you build it? It's 6 feet from the floor of the bed of the truck to the roof. It's 6 feet. Son, I have pegboard. Oh, that'd be great, Mom. Pegboard would be perfect. Yeah, that would work really well. I like that idea. Did you say that your mirrors were good? They were good, but we went ahead and got the tow mirrors because Tennessee doesn't allow you to have your rear view mirror blocked without having tow mirrors. See why I keep junk. Well, I don't want to get in that discussion with my mother on live feed. Your life does get a lot easier when you don't have it, and it's incredible. Some pastel color sheer curtains would be nice on the walls, airy and bright. Well, that's, I don't know, pastel. It's incredible how much stress this camper has reduced on us because we don't have as much stuff. Everything has a place now. Oh, that's what I was saying in the last live feed. In the pop-up camper, you would have to tear everything down and then you put it back up. Did you install the tow or did you get clip-on? Clip-ons. Clip-ons, yeah. How's the red light? We took it out and we got 2 LED lights. That's what's keeping me bright right now. We got a 4 light bar and then a 2 light bar. Hello, Brenda and Tim. Good to see you. VMAC, there you are. Funny, the looks on most of the men's faces when pastels are suggested. Hello, yeah, that was probably the same look I had. Pastel, what? Well, the thing about sheets, and see if Mom's got a corkboard, that would work great. But hello, Shirley. Welcome to the House on the Road family. Welcome to our life view. The sheets we were going to get at Goodwill. Nice on the lights, even color, no harsh shadows. Well, yeah, last time I was using a flashlight. I'll show you what I'm using now. There you are. You're all blinded now. And I'll put it back so you can see me. There we go. And so we have 1 bar like that. That's the 4 light bar, and then we have one with 2 lights. That's one we normally use. We bought rechargeable AA batteries so we can recharge them. It's a lot better. I was going to wire up lights, but why wire it all up when you can just buy these rechargeable batteries? I think it's just as cheap. Hi, Carolyn and Rob from Susan. Hello, Susan. Good to see you. I really want to talk about this. In the pop-up, we would have to tear everything down, put it on the floor, get it off the bunkins, and then you'd have to put it all back when you got to your location. Every time you did that, everything was disorganized. It'd take you 2 weeks to learn where everything was, and then you had to tear it all back down again. Well, here, I don't know, we can hang the pots and pans. Everything has a location. I showed you the fire extinguisher. We can go with bright colors too. Everything has a location. The battery on the pop-up was out in the middle of the electronics. The battery, the inverter, all that was out right there in the center of the camper. Over here, it's tucked away over in the storage area on the cab over, out of the way. Clothes go in one spot. We have 2 plastic drawers, so this thing's just really working out nice. You can see that I still got to do a little bit of work because I'm still, I got to install that. Well, hello, E.M. Plessinger. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Okay, is there any moderators in this room? Please remove that comment. We don't talk politics in this live feed. This is about camping or full-time living or minimizing your life or reducing stress. And since I like to reduce stress, we don't talk about politics. But yes, please, everybody, EM, give a shout out to EM. Wow, we really do appreciate that. Thanks so very much. Very kind of you. I'm going to take a drink of water. It looks like the internet's holding up a little bit better this time, so that's a good deal. 47 people here. Oh, I did not know that, VMAC. Thank you very much. The truck camper just seems to be so much more secure and better in bad weather. Well, I mean, I logically speaking, I agree with that. We've never really had a problem with the pop-up. The pop-up always did well, held up well. But there was that psychological thing that really, there was just something about it. Carolyn and I were talking the other day, and I was always worried about maybe a critter getting in, maybe a snake or something. How's everything doing while moving? It says in a nice place to have an issue with pulling things falling apart. No, nothing. Everything stayed in place. It really did a very good job. Do you have I'm going to think that is internet. Intranet. Well, if you're saying internet, yes, I have internet through our OnStar system. That was in the last video. Our OnStar system provides AT&T internet. I pay $20 a month for 100 gigabytes. It comes through the OnStar, and then the truck Wi-Fi's it out to four devices. It's very nice. I usually get a signal before any other phone. Elizabeth, okay, electric. Internal. Are you glad you started with pop-up? Yes, we're very glad we started with pop-up. Are you going to set a mouse trap in the colder months? Well, yeah, we've already talked about it. Oh, do I have internal access to the cab? No, I do not. Did you get the same generator? Yes, we got a Champion inverter, 2,000 watt. How long do you think you have stayed in the pop-up? How long do you think you would have? I think we would have stayed in as long as it would have lasted. We had no plans of changing. We talked about, if we ever got a pop-up, maybe we get an A-frame pop-up. So we always thought about doing the pop-up. So the generator is outside the camper. Yeah, it is locked to the front wheel, and the generator charges the battery via a battery charger. Yeah, talking about putting. Uh-oh, I missed Bill's. Elizabeth, they have a generator. Yes, we have a Champion inverter, 2,000 watt generator. It's a quiet type. It's running right now. We're outside the camper, right by the front wheel of the truck. So you are just about I say you, I mean the iPad is sitting almost on top of the generator, because the iPad is sitting on the cab over. And so I would assume you can't hear. You might be able to hear the fan running on the battery charger. I'm not sure. So anyway, yes, it's a very quiet generator. You had sold the pop-up, but not anymore. I'm thinking more of a van. If you need more moderators, I'd be glad to help. Well, thank you, Stephen. That might be an option, because I'm not sure where our moderators are tonight, and that's very worrisome. I know they were upset with us last week because I think they got in conflict with somebody. What was I saying? Look, the pop-up did us well, and I wasn't trying to sell anybody on the pop-up. I want to be clear on that. I wasn't trying to sell anybody on any type of lifestyle. My channel is about living out here in the, no, that's not true. About living your dream, whatever your dream is. So, the pop-up served us very well, but there was always that risk, just like any travel trailer, I think, of while you're gone, something can happen to it, and that's what happened. Something happened to it while we were gone. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done to avoid it. There's been a lot of opinions that, I mean, no sooner did I make that video where I said, if I get a truck, would you build my house? Boy, that nearly killed me. I'm telling you, I was sore. I don't recall a pop-up being much of a hassle when we used one across the country. Living your dream. You can park at Walmart or Cracker Barrel. I think we could. There are ups and downs no matter what you choose. Exactly. Yeah, the downside to this, what we have here, and it's an obvious downside, is having to go grocery shopping. Yeah, we'll probably go back to Florida this winter, and next year we might head west. We're kind of talking about what we're doing. We're not making change in our plans. Hey, Ralph, how's it going? Are you still in Florida? No, we're in Mississippi. I think Walmart sells Magic Screen, as seen on TV. That would work great for the door. Yeah, we're going to do something about a screen.
That's what I was thinking of. That's the Magic Screen.
Why is grocery shopping a downside? Because we have to pack everything up to go to the grocery store, whereas with the pop-up, we just left it there. It's a downside and a plus side, I guess is the best way to put it. With the pop-up, left it there, and then we would go grocery shopping in the truck. Well, now we would have to make sure that the refrigerator is secured, and we secure the bunk in, or the bunk in, the cab over, and we've been discussing: are we going to take the shower tent with us and the water heater when we go to town? And we probably will. I mean, we've gotten to the point we don't trust people anymore. It's unfortunate, but that's just where we're at. As everybody, a lot of you probably know, Carolyn and I are very introvert, and we have a hard time trusting people as it is. We really do. And this really, this fire really enhanced our feeling that you just can't trust. Bigger fridge, don't go shopping as often. True. That is true. You got a tarp over the tailgate? No, because the door would hit it. When you open the door, it would hit it. So we're trying to figure out what to do. We didn't have that on the pop-up, and so we're not sure we're going to do it now. Okay, so yeah, the fridge holds more, but for example, we're going to run out of coffee before the 2 weeks are up, and we'll probably run out of gas on the generator. So we're going to have to go to town. So the food is not the only issue about going to town. We might buy another gas can. We made a mistake about the coffee. You know, those things happen where you just have to go to town. It's almost impossible to go 2 full weeks without having to go to town. We've never been able to do it. We were hoping that we could extend our stay, so we'll see. Derek, hello. I'm doing on the video showing all the electrical and water setup. Yeah, I'm probably going to try to do that on the Easy 5. The electrical, yeah, I guess I could do that, but it's going to be on an Easy 5. I'm not going to make an independent video on electric and then an independent video on water, because the water, I've already showed you how I did the water. The water is a 5-gallon bucket. That was in yesterday's video. So, and just so you know, I'm not sure who watched yesterday's video. It did not get a lot of views, and I put a lot of work into that. I'd like for everybody to check that one out if you haven't seen it. I feel like it's a pretty good video. But it does show the water, how we did it. It's a 5-gallon bucket with a RV pump. And it's basically the same setup we had in the pop-up, except the bucket was inside the pop-up. Gotta have that coffee. That's number 1. Yeah. Yeah, we have our little percolator coffee pot. I have to see that. Yeah. Yeah, the views have been down for the last 2 days. Today and yesterday, they've been down a little bit. But that usually happens on Tuesday and Wednesdays, and sometimes Thursdays for some reason. I don't understand what it is. I think I understand Wednesdays. So can pop-up stand a lot of wind? Rob, sorry, something. Can they stand a lot of wind? I would say 40-mile-an-hour wind without any assistance. Like I said, we tied ropes to the corner post, and tied those to trees. So a rope from the corner post to a tree. And I think it could have done about a 60-mile-an-hour wind. Something else you can do is open the windows, and that really makes it a lot easier. Speaking of coffee, to drawing room, coffee and scone. All you YouTubes has been quiet. Nicer weather, people. Thank you, VMAC. That does help. And considering that we're not actually doing all that bad, that does really help. I'm not sure if I gave you a YouTube update. Have you thought about putting a canopy over the rear of the truck, adding coverage and space? Rich, I just answered that question. The problem with putting a cover is the door, when it swings open, would hit it. Secondly, we didn't have one on the pop-up for the same reason everybody keeps talking about storms. The one thing that you would have one of those for is when it's raining. You check out the little snoozy camper. No, I did not. So when a storm hits, you have to take that canopy down anyways. So in a pop-up, we just never got one because, you know, we already have to deal with the pop-up. So we probably won't do anything like that. Hello, Ray Ray. Oh yeah, 54 people here. That is amazing. Good job, everyone. Thank you. I hope that makes sense. A lot of people seem that we need to have a canopy. We've never had one before, and we've always been quite content without it. What else? I was on a subject and I lost track of what I was going to say. That is a bummer. I'm at work. James Jeffrey Coleman. Well, hello, James. Welcome to the Little House on the Road for family. Welcome to our live feed. We do appreciate you joining us. Thank you very much, Susan. Yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the reminder. Yes, we're almost at 5,000. We got 190 more to go, and you're going to do more of those walking along videos? Well, I kind of go back and forth on the walking along videos. I do them sometimes, and then sometimes I sit down. Yeah, I'll probably get back to them. I did one the other day. Some people like those, some people don't, so I try to mix it up. I'm going to start throwing in some live feeds, those kind of things. So the live feeds, the daily live feeds I did for a while, did really well, and they didn't take any effort to make. So I'll try to be a little bit more positive. Well, Rich, I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, Rich. I apologize you don't like the bad and the ugly, but that's what this channel is all about. I do not sugarcoat anything. I tell you my honest opinion of what it's like out here. Yeah, we had a strong crosswind on the bridge, and I felt it shake, but that was about it. It didn't even throw me off course. So, again, if you watch my older videos in the pop-up, that's what my channel is about. Here's the thing, is so many YouTubers out there selling just the good. And so, and I've met a lot of people who came out here based on that information. They made a decision based on the information that this is a wonderful life, always good, nothing bad happens. And all of a sudden they get out here and bad things happen. Well, bad things do happen. Pop-up campers do burn down. People do come out here and be mean to you. So, no, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And to be more positive would indicate that I'm going to hide the truth, and I'm not. I'm going to tell it like it is. So, you know, I apologize that it's not always sugar-coated, but that's just the way it's going to be. I enjoy them. Don't worry. We like to see videos when you're happy. Well,
tell Stephen that how we cook when it rains inside.
Oh yeah. Well, we cook inside a lot of times. Hello, Larry or Harry. How are you doing? Good to see you. Well, I appreciate you like it when you see me happy, but that is not the reality. And I understand what you're saying. The reality is a lot of times I'm not happy. A lot of times I'm very upset. A lot of times your pop-up camper, and I know I keep saying this, but it's a good example. A lot of times your pop-up camper burns down and you're under the gun, and it's just not a good day. No, we don't have a microwave. We run on a generator 4 hours a day. The rest of the time we're on batteries, and the batteries just would not be able to pull the microwave.
We could cook on a little camp stove.
We cook on a camp stove. I'm going to try to keep Carolyn's legs out of it. There's the camp stove in the camper. That's always right, Rob, cause, oh, I missed it. That's always right, Rob, cause what?
I'm trying to find it. That's right, Rob, because it's not always positive. That's why we love you, because you tell us the way it is.
Thank you. It's good to see how things really are good, bad. Okay, missed that one too bad. Who's busy? He's busy? Who's busy?
You're welcome, Stephen.
I miss 60 people still here. That is awesome. I'm loving this. Hello, new subscriber. Well, hello, Robin. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. Welcome to our live feed, and welcome to our channel. I'm hoping you subscribe today. That would be awesome. Happy to have you. I saw the elusive Carolyn's hand.
Yes, my hand.
We had to sit out the short thunderstorm on our second trip out with our pop-up. Thank goodness it was not a strong storm. Well, again, just lower the canopy. Don't even risk it. And that's what we always did. We never risked it. If we knew a storm was coming and it was going to be severe, we just lowered the canopy and we stayed in the truck. We spent the night in the truck many nights. Love your channel. Well, thank you, John Dunaway. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. Where are you going after this stay? We're going to go back to Missouri and visit our family. I have one of the stoves in my hurricane stash. But, you know, we really are thinking about heading north. Not because it's cooler weather, because that's not going to be an issue anymore. We're not going to deal with, we're just not going to follow the weather anymore. But maybe into South Dakota is kind of, it's not really west, but kind of west. But we're not sure. I like seeing the new vibe you have going on with your new camper. Well, thank you. I just saw this notice. Well, hello, Rosie? I'm sorry, I missed your name. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. So you can't use a microwave or electric oven? No, we can't. 89 in Georgia this weekend. I don't think we would have a microwave even if we wanted a microwave.
I don't.
Well, that's all it took. I could have fixed that minutes ago. I'm sorry, guys. That was an easy fix. My screen is frozen. Okay, thanks, Edie. Frozen again. Dang. Please come back. Good morning, Joe, from down under. Good to see you, Joe. Am I back? Oh, I'm still frozen. Okay, that's Joe. Good. Okay. Thank you. Woo! Okay, now I know what to do to fix it, so I apologize for that. That's not a hard fix. All I got to do is just refresh the browser. So I apologize. Thanks for hanging in there. We did lose about 16 people, though. So that's unfortunate. I lived for many years without a microwave. Yeah, so up at the microwave. Okay, microwave. One, it's more weight. And two, we have to run the generator. And three, I don't see the point in it. When we reheat our food, we just put it back on the stove. It only takes a few minutes. Boy, I tell you, I just don't know if we need a microwave. Howdy, sorry I'm late, but got off work. Well, hello, William. Good to see you. At least we have a couple moderators now. Looks like we're getting some people back. Boy, I hope some folks come back. Is VMAC here? She's a big supporter. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Welcome to the House on the Road family. Welcome to the live feed. Well, I hate that when this happens. We lose so many people. I want to answer everybody's questions. So, oh, well.
Just know we love you.
Somebody say that? Oh. Have you ever been to South Dakota? Yes, I have. Carolyn has not. Again, I lived in, you're in the shot. I lived in, if my microwave broke, I may not replace it. If coffee pot broke, be running to the store. Yeah, me too. I used to live in Washington, so when I come home from Missouri, I drive through South Dakota. We stayed in the Black Hills once. That was in today's video. Yeah, that was in today's video where I said I drove to South Dakota with a travel trailer. So yeah, we've been there. Hello, Wade. Just love my Coleman number oven. Works great. Put on top of the Coleman. Hey, Carolyn, you should overcome the fear and be more part of the videos. Well, it's not a fear. It's a mental disability called social anxiety, and I think people. I think our society needs to be more aware of mental illness. To be honest, we just ran. Hello, Vinny. Good to see you. We just ran. That's why we had to leave our last campsite. So there was a mentally ill person there who was very upset with our generator running. So yeah, Carolyn's like the Wilson. That's okay, Vinny. So, but Carolyn has social anxiety, and when it hits her pretty hard. She's sitting right here, so it's not like I'm hiding anything. She's very difficult to be around. It's just an issue. So, to put her in front of a camera, she has immediately, her social anxiety says, okay, I'm ugly, nobody's going to like me, and so her brain goes into overdrive to protect itself. It's that flight or fight response. And so she goes into a fight response, and she becomes very agitated. So, in the video I talked about, Carolyn and I worked in a workshop where we had to deal with those kind of situations. And Carolyn's learning how to deal with it a lot better. So anyway, that's why she doesn't get on camera. Long explanation. We almost got our 50 back. I think I saw 50 there for a minute. We'd love to hear her say hi, even in the background. You want to say hi?
Hello, everybody.
But anyway, when I started making these videos, I promised her that she would not have to get on. Getting dizzy? Why are you getting dizzy? What, is things moving around? Or it's because I move around too much? What else is going on? Camper is doing great. Hello, Carolyn. Glad to hear you. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody's saying hello.
You guys are awesome.
Thomas, hello. Welcome to the House on the Road family. I don't think I've seen you here before. Thank you for saying hi. What's in the... I'm not sure I understand that. Hi, guys. Hello, Daniel. What's the witness... She's in the witness protection program. Oh, is that what it was? You've been lying to me all this time? Don't get a magic screen. Get a sheer curtain and hang the rod to the door. It came apart at the top where it opens. A lot of us didn't... Jason Allen didn't... Is Jason here? I didn't see him. Elizabeth is here. Hello. Oh, there's Jason. Of course we're awesome. We found you and kept following. Oh. That makes you awesome. Doesn't that make me awesome? Hilda. Hi, how are you? Okay, I guess I'm okay with just your voice, Carolyn.
I peek in every once in a while.
Yeah, sometimes she'll get in there. Okay, so what else do we want to know? Chris says, I totally understand what it's like. Logical, I know there's no reason to feeling panic, yet I feel, yep, that's exactly right. How well does your truck need charging your house battery when you're traveling? It actually did very well. Charged it right up. Now, what's interesting about the truck alternator is, and I looked this up, Colorado likes to save gas mileage as much as possible. So it will charge the battery up to 100%, and then the alternator will shut off, and then it runs off battery, and then the alternator trickle charges it to stay at 12.6 volts. Okay, which is great. It means the whole time you're driving, the batteries are charged, everything's doing fine. The refrigerator kicks on, it runs up to about 13.6 volts, and then when the refrigerator shuts off, it comes back down to 12.6 volts. That's great. The problem is when you shut the key off, you're at a deficit. You're at 12.6 volts, whereas if you were at 100%, you'd be about 13.6 volts, which is where you want to be at 100%. The solution to that problem is turn on your headlights. The alternator then will kick up to 13.6 volts, and the whole time you're charging your batteries, and so when you shut off, you'll be at 100%. I hope that made sense. Let me know if that made sense. If not, I'll try to explain it again if you're interested. The key to that is turn your headlights on. That's the easiest way to explain it. Turn your headlights on and your batteries will be fully charged when you shut the truck off, as soon as the batteries get charged up. Great to know, made perfect sense. Oh good, I'm glad you understood that. Because I wasn't sure and it's taken me a long time to understand how to, what was going on with the alternator. We are here to save the day, Edie. We love you. Thank you. You are our girlfriend. Rob, have you considered getting Nightbot? It can take the pressure off the mods. No, I don't know what that is, VMAC. I would love to learn more about it. I'll Google that. No, I had no idea what that was. Uh-oh, what is that? Who is that? I don't know how to read. I would assume that's Chinese. Appreciate it if you translate that. I'd be happy to talk to you. You program it to filter out. Okay, now that I have done. Okay, so I didn't know that's what it was, but YouTube, I can actually filter out bad words, and I have tried to filter out a lot of them. Sometimes they get creative, and I didn't think of some of the words. Some Korean. Oh. I hope you have an enjoyable evening. Talking to Mom. 53 people here. So we've recovered a lot of the people that we lost. Hi from New Zealand. Love following you guys. Well, hello, Dave. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. Welcome to the live feed. I'm glad you're here. Got to go. Carolyn and Rob, keep the great work up. Well, thank you, Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, Jeff.
And we'll see you next time. So where on the front end, you have the bottom. It said muck buckwheat. Go figure. Yeah, go figure. So you have the bottom, okay, right over the cab over. You have the bottom of the cab over that sits right above the roof of the truck. And then you have the angle that comes up. We had a little bit of flexing there when we were driving, which split the paint, which is no big deal. So we're going to put some silicone there temporarily. What we're going to do is get a little piece of aluminum trim to run along that edge. We might actually do it on all the corners that are exposed to that front end wind to keep it so it doesn't crack that open. I have to run. Okay, good night, Susan. I'm off to parlor, scones, and okay, good night, Linda. Good to see you.
Good night, Linda.
See you next week. Okay, so things are dying down a little bit. We've got a lot of people here. We use a tension style shower curtain rod to hang light cloth and shoe racks for the shoes and smaller items. Not sure that would work. No, that would work. We actually talked about a shoe rack. I think Carolyn's going to get one and hang it right about here.
Valerie, no, I haven't started back up crocheting.
No, we have to replace a lot of stuff. I've had a long day and getting late here. Well, VMAC, good to see you. Thanks for
Good
joining
night,
us.
VMAC.
Aluminum trimmer is a great idea to reinforce the corners. Yeah, I think so. At the top of the ceiling, Mr. Carolyn. Huh. Block that woman. Just kidding, don't block her. I'll have to unblock her as soon as you do. At the top, I actually extended the angle out over the top, so there was no pressure against that top. So I actually have a gap over it. I'm starting to give serious thought to the life on the road, back to nature. What would you say to the most important first thing to do? Most important first thing to do, I say in almost every video, be debt-free. You have to be debt-free. You have to have a savings, and you have to have an emergency fund. You have to have enough savings. What we did was we had enough savings to last 2 years and we never made another dime. Now, we make money, so that's, but yeah, you got to have money. You got to have money. We've been out here a year, and we've dipped into our emergency fund seriously hard twice. One, we had to go back to Missouri and take care of Carolyn's daughter while she was. She had cancer, so we had to take her back to the hospital every day. That really dipped into our emergency fund. And then the camper burned down, which dipped into our emergency fund just a little, but that's because we just got tax returns. So the tax returns saved us a little bit. So, but that's the most important thing. After that, just learn how to live on your own. If you were to add simple awning, you could hang clothes. We hang clothes from our shower tent. Do you have a separate battery for the camper and the truck? No, we've connected it so we can charge it while we're on the road driving. I've got a 1-year plan to hit the road on the fixed income, so I'm thinking about a van. Good night, Rich. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. So, look, I don't want to romanticize this lifestyle. I say that on almost every video also. I have thought about doing this since I was 12 years old. I'm staying in the campground and made a deal with the owner. I'm seal coating the asphalt for... that is awesome. It's a good job. I've been thinking about this lifestyle, or something similar to this lifestyle, since I was 12 years old. I've made a video where this lady says she just wanted to get off her bucket list. It's a lot of work. This is a full-time job living out here. So I don't want to romanticize it. I don't want to encourage anybody to come out here. That is not the goal of this channel. The goal of this channel is to live your dream. What have you dreamed about doing since you were 12 years old? And that's what I want to help you accomplish. If your dream is to, since you were 12, live in a van, then yeah, do it. But I've already met too many people. Am I heading west? No, we have not set a goal or destination. That's just not who we are. We're just going to take our time. We will end up west one of these days. But we're not really a big hurry. There are a lot of people out there doing the west. And I don't want to run into a lot of those people. I had a business that had me on a vendor circuit through the summer months, so I have no illusion of the problems therein. Yeah. And it's just, I don't know. We're having a good time on the east, so we're going to continue to do the east for a while. Like I said, we might end up in South Dakota. Of course, we could end up in Minnesota, too. So just curious, you've made this a lifestyle, and you said that the activities of daily living are work. Do you ever feel the need for a vacation or a day, too, of something different? Well, no, we don't. And the reason we don't is because we were so stressed from our last job that that's all we have to think about is, do we really want to go back to that lifestyle where we were working, 60, 70, 80, 90 hours sometimes? And the answer is no, we don't want to go back to that lifestyle, so we do this lifestyle. And if we were to go to do a vacation, what would we go to? It's not like we'd go and live in a stick and brick or anything. So I think if we wanted a vacation, the most simplest thing would be to go and take a shower at a truck stop or something. Go out to eat, those kind of things. Vacation at mom's house.
Cool Noodle says use a turnabout tape on your edges. Except spokes around common camping stores. Thank you, Cool Noodle.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we have thought about that kind of tape, and I don't know. One way, six one way, half dozen another. Finally caught a live stream. Well, hello, Ashley. Good to see you. Do you ever miss having an actual house? If so, what do you miss? No, we don't miss having a house. If you look at some of my very first videos, you'll see why we don't miss having a house. I was death warmed over. I mean, I seriously doubt if I would be alive today if we'd still been living in a house. I would have died of a heart attack. I was so close. We are at a campsite that we were at a year ago, this month. And I remember my mental state. I was broken, absolutely broken. I just was always on edge. Everything worried me. Everything bothered me. And here we are now. Our house burnt down. And it's like, okay, well, we're going to build a new one. And we did, 2.5 weeks. And we're back at it. And it's like, okay, we're having a good time again. We're loving it. So, do I miss our stuff? Well, that's what I was talking about today's video. Is our stuff. No. When you downsize, the day you learn to downsize your life is with the day you will become happier. We live in a pop-up. We didn't have very much stuff, but now we're living in this. We have less stuff. We're even happier than we was before. Here, everything has a location. We were just talking about that. I know where the scissors are. Carolyn knows where the scissors are. So it's just so much easier to not have the stuff. I've heard before that money doesn't buy happiness, and somebody said to me once, well, then you've never seen anybody, the smile on someone's face when they're riding their jet ski. That's fine. Yeah, they have a smile on their face while they're riding their jet ski, but when they get off the jet ski and they have to take it home and clean it up, put maintenance on it, put insurance on it, tax it, license it, they're not happy anymore. So that stuff makes you unhappy. So get rid of the stuff and you become happy. I mean, we don't have a TV. I was a TV addict. I love TV. We don't have TV anymore, and I don't miss it. I doubt I could stand up in your camper. I'm 6'4". BM says exactly. Would you, either of you, continue to do it without the other one? I would. I don't know what Carolyn's answer is. Carolyn doesn't drive. It's part of her social anxiety. I've already passed all the stuff that's important for my life to daughters. I could lose everything right now and be okay. Well, that's a good point, Chris. We did lose everything. We lost everything. Except the 2 computers. We had those in the truck. Kevin's right. You don't own things, things own you. Especially if you have debt. Yep. That doubles it. Rob, aren't you like 6 foot tall? I'm 6 foot tall. Yep. I might be behind on times. Are you still in Mississippi? I think it was Mississippi. Yep, we're in Mississippi. We sure are. So, boy, I hope you watched today's video, because I just talked about all this stuff in today's video. It's stuff and money beyond what you need. It'll kill you. See if I pay attention. I knew your height. Yes, you did, Jason. I don't know how you knew that either. I'm not sure I've ever said it. I don't remember ever saying it. So, what are you doing? Coming and looking at my driver's license?
Are you back?
I don't know. Am I back? You're the only one I can see.
Yeah, we're looking around slowly.
Okay, I guess I'm...
We're back.
Okay, oh, good. Here we are. All right, we're back. Yeah. On your back. Okay, good. I see you. Yay! Sorry about it. Sort of figured what a good sum emergency fund per year. Okay, a good sum for emergency fund. I made this in yesterday's video. I would really highly recommend you watch yesterday's video. I don't have the answer to what a good sum is. If we lost the truck right now, let's assume that I totaled the truck. And the insurance company gives me $10,000 back. But in order to replace the truck, I would have to spend $15,000. Okay? That means I have to make up a deficit of $5,000. So I know I need $5,000. I got to have $5,000 to replace the truck. That's the most expensive item we have. So I got to have that much. Otherwise, you're going to be dipping into your savings too. Now, again, I have enough that I can live. Y'all still at Enid Lake? Yes, we are. Wait, yes, we are. So we have enough money in savings that we can live 2 years if we never spend another, or never make another dime. So, are you glad you're back editing videos? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I enjoy doing the live feeds. I think I'm going to try to mix it up and do. I was just telling Linda this earlier. She wanted me to do the walk around videos. A lot of people like them. A lot of people don't. So I think I'm just going to mix it up. Do you have Down syndrome? Can we please get rid of that comment? Thanks, Jason. As far as food goes, would you say you eat healthier now? Oh, my goodness, absolutely. We don't go out to eat hardly at all. When we were taking Beck back and forth to the hospital, we went out to eat every day, 2 times a day. We had to. It was the only time we had a chance to eat because we were at the hospital taking care of Beck on the road. And so we ate out twice a day, and boy, we gained a lot of weight. But here, yeah, we eat very healthy. We cook every day. We buy snacks. Yeah, besides Taco Bell. Stephen, remind me, are you on Patreon? Are you a member of our Patreon page? Yeah, more Taco Bell jokes. Taco Bell, but that was only once a week. Okay.
That was so we could do the live feed.
Stephen, would you mind leaving me a comment on today's video, and you can just say hi, and I'm going to make you a moderator. Do you have an exercise routine? We walk every day, and it varies on distance, just however much we feel like. And I've noticed that we're getting in a lot better shape. When we were at this spot last year, Carolyn would get to the top of the first hill, and by the time she got to the top of the hill, or we got to the top of the hill, we were out of breath. We'd turn around and walk back. Well, now we walked past that hill, and she still had plenty of energy. I had plenty of energy, so we're in better shape than we were this time last year. So that's our exercise. We walk a lot. I mean, a lot. No, we don't do those, John. Look at this. We still got 50 people here. This is a really good feeling that our channel is doing so well. Thanks for your reply, mate. I thought it would be between $5,000 and $10,000 for emergency fund. Well, again, I'm not telling you that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to figure out what your most expensive item is and how you're going to replace it.
Everybody's needs will be different on that.
Yeah. Are you looking? You are looking. Well, thank you very much, High Water. I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome to the Little House on the Road family. A lot of people wanted to know if we had insurance on the camper, and I'm not going to get into that, but wouldn't have really made any difference if we had insurance on it or not. It didn't make any difference. It was a $650 camper. The replacement cost on that, I mean, the insurance company would probably only give me a couple $100, if anything. They may not give me anything. They wouldn't have replaced the contents inside the camper, so why not just not get insurance, for example, and have that in your emergency fund as a replacement cost. Just a thought. Insurance, and the thing is, if you never use insurance, there's a chance that you could spend more money on insurance. For example, $650 camper. In a couple of years, I could have spent a lot more money on insurance than the camper was worth, and then they not give me anything for it. So why not just have $650 laid back for that camper to replace it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it just seems like a lot of people think you have to have insurance on everything. You have to have insurance because auto insurance, that way if the camper comes off and hits somebody, you can cover their damages. That's a law. But as far as having insurance to replace the cost of your camper, it was paid for. It's mine. I can do whatever I want with it. I'm just in the process of building a slide-on camper for the 5x8 trailer. Oh, that's really cool. Love your new home. Glad you're so happy with the way it turned out. Like someone is watching over you for your good things to come for you. Well, I hope somebody's watching over us. It's been a pretty rough year. It really has. I mean, it's been cold. Back in the day, I tried to buy insurance for tools in my van. I passed when they told me how much it was going to cost. Yeah, I bet. Yep. So anyway, it's been a pretty rough year. It's been cold and rainy the whole year. All summer last year, we were in the 50s. And then Carolyn got sick. I'm glad for your straight up talk. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Dave. It's interesting that people say that, because earlier in this live feed, someone said that they wanted me to be more positive. I am who I am, and I'm going to reflect that in the videos. So that's just the way it's going to be. So I do appreciate that people like that style. So anyway, yeah, we're really looking forward to having some good time adventures. What do you do after the live feed? We'll probably watch Frasier. Season 8 of Frasier. We've been really watching it. I was thinking about a trailer. I have a strong 1990 Jeep, but I think I want to be able to get from the bed to the driver's seat without having. But yeah, we start winding down when the mosquitoes come out, so we don't have to put on more bug spray. And watch Frasier or a movie. You both always seem pretty positive to me. Well, thank you, MJ. I think people are. I think the newer subscribers are coming in thinking that I should only give the positive aspects of this lifestyle. And as NJ would know, and Vinny and Jason, there's 2 negatives and 1 positive. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So you got 2 negatives and 1. I just traded So where you plans? So where are the plans you use? I'd like to build. The plans are in my head. I literally sat down with Carolyn and Dad, and I drew it out. Was it even a piece of paper? It don't even feel like it was like a board. I mean, I drew it out and said, "This is what I want to build." And Dad had some ideas. Carolyn had some ideas. We talked about where the bed was going to sit. Dad had a really good idea on how to prefab, which he learned from my mother's father. My mother's father, my grandpa, on my mother's side, was a carpenter, and he learned he prefabbed everything and then took it to the site to build houses. Why does my haircut look like that? Well, when you live out here, you'll know that. I don't understand what's wrong with my haircut, so I don't know how to answer your question. So anyway, he gave me an idea on how to prefab these walls. Not an idea. I mean, he showed me how to prefab these walls where we built them. We built the walls sitting on a Sawhawk horse, which made the job a ton faster. Yes, Gene, I do agree with you. It's just sunshine and roses. So the right wall is a mirror image of the left wall, because all we had to do was, once we had the one wall built, no matter what the mistakes were on this wall, we laid it out on the other side exactly the same, So every mistake matched up. So when it was time to put it all together, it just lined right up perfectly. And it saved us so much time. But other than that, the plans just were out of my head. That was the only advice I really got from Dad, was how to prefab that. And he's got a lot more experience building. His mother was a carpenter, and like I said, my mother's father was a carpenter, and I guess my dad worked for him when I was very young, 1 or 2 years old. I'm surprised Mom hasn't piped in here. She's still here. Oh, wow, look at that. We've been here an hour. So I think I'm going to say goodnight. And so thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video. And happy travels. So I'll let everybody say goodnight. And then I'll see you next. No, you were less than 6 months old. Oh, thanks, Mom. Good night. Good night. Good night, NJ. Good night, Chris. Good night, High Water. Good night, Jason. Good night, Bill. Good night, Shirley. Good night, Kevin. Good night, EM, and thank you for the super chat. Good night, Beyond All. Good night, Deer Farm. Good night, Dave. Good night, Harry. Good night, Harry. Good to see you. Good night, Tim. Good night, Chris. I'm not sure how to pronounce that that name, so I'm not going to try. Good night, Carolyn. Love you, Mom. Good night, Doreen. Good night, Marvin. Good night, Mark. Good night, Sally. All right, well, see you next week.